Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here on my channel, and in today's video we are going my free little library shopping or hunting, whichever one you prefer. I just filmed an unhaul video and I really wanted to go down to a town, drive there, push our son along in the stroller, get a workout in, get rid of some books, potentially pick up some more books, especially for him because he was so excited to go through and see what books he potentially wanted to take home. However, it randomly started pouring, and I know you can't really see because the sky is blown out, but it is super dark, like it's about to rain, and I still just really want to go library shopping. So we'll see what we get, what books we get rid of. I will probably, when we're closer into town, do like a little unhaul, show you the books that I have with me today currently. I'm really excited and I hope today goes really good. I don't know how many days and or trips I'm going to put into this video because I'm doing this for more so my birthday and I wanted to just kind of get rid of a few books. So without further ado, let's go ahead, hop in my truck and let's get going. Here I was trying to get a nice little startup with my truck, and of course she had a code for evap. How ridiculous. When I say it's raining, I mean it's raining. You can't even see out my back window. I hope this is a good enough view for y'all. I want to kind of go over some of the books. I am at the first location. It's at a church or next to a church, but I do kind of want to just go through some of the books that I have. So we have a full bag. Well, not a full bag, but we have a pretty decently sized bag. So first I have two Nicholas Sparks books that I figured I would just get rid of in here because they're from my husband's grandmother. When she passed away, I kind of picked up a couple and I wanted them originally to like keep on my shelves until I got the copies that I wanted. However, there are where I got a copy I wanted or I just didn't want this one no more. So we do have The Last Song and also The Best in Me. I just figured instead of getting rid of both of these for half price books and getting money for them, it would be better just to throw them in the free little library. Then I have Nancy Bush's The Neighbors. I enjoyed this to a point, as in I thought the plot would have been really great, really cool. However, it was just super boring to me and it was very slow. The rain is picking up. Next, I also have Kai Klessler. This is The Assassin. This was from my father and I got one. I'm gonna give one to half price books, and then this one I figured just for my free little library. Then I have Maybe Now by Colleen Hoover. I could donate this, but I figured just a free little library because who really is in the need for this maybe, or who's looking for it. This is one of the older ones, and because it was a library book, once upon a time, half price books didn't take it. Same with these two books that I got from thrift books, but I bought the wrong ones. They didn't come with dust jackets, so half price books wouldn't take them, but it is The Sorcerer's Stone and also The Prisoner of Azkaban. I wanted the first one and the third one because those were the only ones I had in paperback. Also, they sent me two different sizes. I got a refund, like I said, but I'm just gonna give them to a free little library. I don't really care about them. Then I have some little kid books. First we have Golly Gump, Swallow the Fly. My son wanted to get rid of this. I said, sure, whatever. Sounds good. We have a Monsters book that he said he didn't like. It was a little too scary. We got it when we first bought our house, and our loan company sent us this along with dog treats and a little monster and coloring book also for him. That was so cute, but he didn't want this, so he'll keep his monster, but I'll get rid of this. Then I have a book from when I was little and I was obsessed with Egyptology and also like Titanic and some other random things. I found this just recently when we were cleaning out my parents' house because they're getting ready to sell it, and I don't need this book. I have enough Egyptology books. Like I have a few on my shelves that I'm gonna keep, but I'm just gonna get rid of this one, and I figured my free little library might be good because this one's a little smaller. The other ones that I did have were huge and they wouldn't fit in the free little library. Also, from when I was young, maybe in elementary, if not middle school, I have a Scholastic Book Fair, The Crossing. I read this so many times. I love this book. I thought the pictures were so good and it was just really interesting. However, I don't need it. I do have a son and I feel like this would be good to read to him. And then I got this from Goodwill for my son. It is When the Storm Comes. It's a Dolly Parton, whatever her little free books are. Potentially 12 books that we could get rid of today, but since it's raining, I don't know if I'm going to get rid of too many. I think I'm going to get rid of one kid and one adult book, and also more like the Nicholas Sparks, something that's not necessarily really bad because this is to a church one. Not gonna lie, I was a little wet. Can I see that book please for a second? I didn't get a book. I didn't see a book. However, we did drop off When the Storm Comes and also what Nicholas, oh, The Best of Me by Nicholas Sparks. And my son's seen this little tractor, John Deere tractor book. So it is a little wet. However, it does come with a few stickers. Somebody didn't use all the stickers. So it's a little beat up, but you know what? It's okay. It's one that he wanted and we'll probably end up getting rid of later on or having to throw away if it gets too damaged. Let's see if we can find at least one more. Don't worry, I'm not actually on the road. I'm on my drive, and my drive is very long. Oh my goodness. I think today was just a little bit of a dud, and it wasn't because of the rain. It was more because there just wasn't any or libraries at all. And I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like this might be a little annoying. That might be better. I'm crossing my bridge. We found the one library that, I mean, was very obvious, was very easy. That's the one that he got the tractor book from. The other library, though, that we found on the app, or I found on the app, did not have any books in it. And I was like, oh, I could put some in, except for the locks or the doors weren't closed. I don't know if they could have been closed. And with that being said, I didn't really want, the entire interior was soaking wet, so I didn't want my books soaking wet. That's maybe why it also has 0 books inside of it and no single My Free Little Libraries, not a single one. And I passed my husband on the way out, so I did try and keep it short. So we are just going to go to Lexington most likely when I go down there for half price books anyways. For my birthday, I'm just gonna go down there and hit up some My Free Little Libraries.